Why is frugality vital in personal finance? Hi there, it's Luigi and welcome to Catapult Capitalism, your guide in making smart financial moves for your future. If you enjoy watching our videos, feel free to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you get updated whenever we upload a new video. In today's video, we will share with you why being frugal is essential in your personal finance. We'll also share with you some tips and tricks on how to start frugal living. So if this is the kind of stuff you're interested in, keep watching. Frugality may not appear to be enticing on the surface. With couponing, penny pinching, and budgeting, it's easy to see how some people may regard it as a limiting, oppressive lifestyle. However, there are several advantages to living on a tight budget. To be honest, it can be a challenging lifestyle to follow, at least when you first begin to practice frugal living. When you've spent years living beyond your means, with little regard for the impact your choices are having on your financial future, frugality may be jarring. It is not only a means to an end. It is not intended to be harsh or deprive you of anything. Frugality is defined as the careful management or efficient use of material resources. Frugality, according to one definition, is being a good steward of your resources. Frugality removes the noise and clutter, leaving just the things you genuinely care about, and that is a way of life to live. If you want to live your greatest life right now, maybe don't rely on brunch and happy hour to keep you going. Here are some of the things frugality can do for you, and the advantages can last a lifetime. Frugality permits you to live the life you desire, rather than the one that others want for you. Have you ever found it difficult to say no to family members when they ask for something from you? Or do you sometimes unwillingly agree to go out with pals to a place you don't particularly like? That's not something that frugal people do. We spend our money and time where we desire, not where others urge us to, right? That's because thrifty folk have an astounding magical capacity to say no. Using the word no assures that you will be able to say yes to more of the things you so desire. Other people will constantly want to force their own desires on your life, for good or ill. But frugal individuals understand that they are not required to spend money simply because they are asked or persuaded to. Frugality helps you identify your true priorities. At its essence, frugality is about doing only what is most important to you. A successful frugal budget spends money only on the most important things, and a happy frugal person devotes their time to only what really matters. Frugality pushes you to figure out what you want out of life and to avoid the noisy, expensive, time-consuming diversions that the media tells us we should do. Frugality is about living the life that is most important to you, not the life that is most important to someone else or society. Frugality encourages an environmentally friendly lifestyle. Frugality is synonymous with environmentalism. Lessening your consumption of new items results in a reduced carbon footprint. Driving less to save money on petrol and driving an efficient car reduces environmental effects. Less food waste equals less methane in landfills. Throwing away less clothing or other usable stuff results in less rubbish. Buying less means owning less, which means less clutter and cleaning. Fewer clutter and cleaning equals more free time and less stress. Yay! Anyway, being conscious of our power and water consumption lowers our expenses and benefits the environment. In this regard, frugality is a much more potent environmental statement than a bumper sticker. Simply said, living frugally involves respecting the environment and its resources. Like I said earlier, buying less means owning less, which means less clutter and cleaning. Not having to tidy up clutter and clean as much equals more free time and less stress. It's a win-win for you and the environment. Frugality allows you to let go of perfectionism. Being thrifty can make it hard to reach excellence. However, this should not come as a surprise because it is so difficult to reach perfection even while spending a lot of money. The difference is that when you're thrifty, you don't demand perfection, whereas when you spend a lot of money, you want perfection. Frugality displays the efficacy of the 80-20 rule, also known as the Pareto principle. Essentially, you can produce an 80% flawless output for 20% of the cost or effort. Here's how this can work. You spend very little money on something since you get all of your used items for free or very cheap, usually much less than 20% of the original price. As a result, you don't expect it to be perfect. You're simply thankful to have it. Frugality promotes less stress, more peace, and greater simplicity. When you spend your paycheck carelessly on impulse purchases for fleeting pleasures, such as a nice cup of coffee, dining out at high-priced locations, upgrading your electronics, and so on, you may suffer in the long term. Acquiring material things that we desire might be exciting, but they simply serve to soothe. You merely spend money for a fleeting joy. But what if you practice frugal living? What if you simply purchase what you require and save the rest? If you did this, you could end up expanding your savings account, which might provide you with some stability and peace of mind. Additionally, a moderate to high salary may entice you to indulge on junk food and pricey restaurants. You might end up buying candy, fast food, or more since you have the money. But bad eating habits may result from careless expenditures like these. Spending frugally on healthy meals can save money and even improve health. And if you have a healthy body, a healthy mind follows. Frugality can increase your happiness. Frugality promotes an appreciation for life's modest joys. It's also a preventative measure against the hazards of hedonic adaptation. When we consistently pamper ourselves, whether with lattes or yachts, our brains adjust to such rewards. In order to preserve our baseline enjoyment, we come to expect such rewards on a regular basis. Then, as time passes, we require larger and more frequent goodies. A weekly latte becomes a daily $5 splurge in this manner. This way, we've basically trained our brains to anticipate more, to look forward to that rush of dopamine and desire it frequently. Frugality, on the other hand, teaches our brain not to want consumption highs. We are happier with less and attain a state of satisfaction rather than always desiring. Frugality encourages us to appreciate what we have. Gratitude breeds resourcefulness and the capacity to make the most out of the small things. Frugality promotes creativity. Frugal people are creative. Perhaps not intrinsically, but frugality fosters creativity. Frugal individuals do not resort to the dull and simple solution of money to address their difficulties. They experiment, develop, and do it themselves. They create their own cuisine, entertainment, presence, and way of life. Normal is tedious, not to mention expensive and typically stress-laden. You've probably heard that necessity is the mother of invention, but frugality is also a big reason why people come up with new ideas. When you don't let people spend money on things they need, you and your team are running into a wall. The need to save money pushes people to come up with new ideas. Being frugal means you don't worry about money. Being frugal gives you the money to 1. Handle crises with ease, and 2. Take advantage of great opportunities that come your way. Unexpected things will happen to us, both good and bad. It's pretty much the only thing we can count on in life. Being frugal makes sure you'll have enough money to deal with these big joys and big sorrows. When you don't have to worry about money, you can put your attention on what really matters. Now that we've tackled some of the reasons why being frugal is essential in your personal finance, here are some tips on how to start your frugal lifestyle. Eliminate your monthly subscriptions. As you look over your monthly subscriptions, think about how often you use each one, and if it's the same as another one. Instead of paying for multiple streaming services, news websites, or beauty subscription boxes, choose the one you use the most and cancel the rest. Buy used items. Buying used designer clothes or luxury cars can save you a lot of money without sacrificing quality. If you're looking to buy a car, keep in mind that new cars lose a lot of value in the first year. If you're willing to buy something used, you could get a good deal. Brand name electronics, jewelry, and furniture that have hardly been used can be found in pawn shops and Facebook sales groups. But if you're buying something from a private seller, watch out for fakes and make the deal in a public place. Purchase at the right time. If you really do want something, find out when the best time to buy it is. If you wait until the right time to buy, you can save money on some really nice things. There are sales cycles that let people guess when prices might go down, and some types of goods always follow the same pricing patterns. For example, fitness products are often cheaper in January. The summer is when home prices are at their highest, and the weeks before Black Friday in November are usually the best time to buy electronics. And that's it for today's video. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification icon so you can be notified whenever we upload new videos. Thank you so much for tuning in to Catapult Capitalism, and we'll see you later.